Welcome to Mind Mechanics Lab, where we decode the most fascinating stories from history, science, and the world around us. Today's discovery will change how you see things. Let's dive in. Imagine trying to conquer the world's tallest mountain, Mount Everest. Most people would load up with every piece of cutting-edge gear, a large support team, and crucially, supplementary oxygen to survive the extreme altitudes. It sounds logical, right? More resources, more safety, better chance of success. But what if I told you that the greatest mountaineer of all time, Reinhold Messner, achieved his most legendary feats by actively stripping away these very advantages? He didn't just climb Everest. He was the first to do it without supplementary oxygen, and then the first to do it solo. He didn't see these as disadvantages, but as a path to a purer, more profound achievement. This isn't just about climbing. It's a powerful lesson in resourcefulness, challenging norms, and the psychology of pushing human limits, one that holds surprising relevance for anyone navigating the treacherous peaks of business or personal ambition. Messner's story challenges our fundamental assumptions about what it takes to succeed, proving that sometimes less truly is more. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly told to scale up, to leverage every tool, every advantage, to outsource, and to optimize for maximum output. The default mode is often more is better. But we're also seeing an increasing number of individuals and businesses feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, and disconnected from the core purpose of their work. This is where Reinhold Messner's philosophy, developed in the most extreme environments on Earth, becomes incredibly relevant. Born in 1944 in South Tyrol, Messner grew up in modest means. His father strict but guiding him to his first summit at age 5. This early immersion in the raw, unforgiving beauty of the Dolomites, climbing with his brother Gunther from age 13, forged a unique perspective. His Alpine style mountaineering, characterized by light equipment and minimal external help, was a direct rebellion against the prevalent siege tactics of large resource-heavy expeditions. It wasn't just a climbing technique. It was a mindset of self-reliance, respect for the challenge, and an unyielding commitment to fair means. In an era of endless tools and distractions, Messner's approach offers a powerful counter-narrative, urging us to reconsider what true strength and success look like. At the heart of Messner's extraordinary career lies a philosophy he called by fair means. For him, this wasn't just about ethical climbing. It was about the integrity of the challenge itself. He believed that the mountain should be confronted on its own terms, without artificial aids that diminish the human effort. He considered the standard expedition style, with its fixed ropes, multiple camps, and heavy oxygen tanks, disrespectful to nature. Instead, he championed an Alpine-style approach, which meant moving fast and light, carrying only what was absolutely essential, and relying solely on one's own skill, endurance, and judgment. This wasn't about being a purist for purity's sake. It was about maximizing the personal growth and profound experience that comes from facing a challenge with minimal buffers. It forced him to develop unparalleled resilience, problem-solving skills, and an intimate understanding of his own physical and mental limits. This core idea, doing things by fair means, without unnecessary crutches, is a powerful framework that can be lifted directly from the mountains and applied to any complex endeavor, whether it's building a business, learning a new skill, or tackling a difficult project. Messner's career is a testament to the power of his fair means philosophy, backed by an unparalleled list of achievements that redefined what was considered possible. By his early 20s, he and his brother Gunther were already among Europe's best climbers, having completed over 500 ascents in the Alps between 1960 and 1964 alone, including many first ascents. But his true legend was forged in the Himalayas. In 1978, alongside Peter Habeler, Messner achieved the impossible, the first ascent of Mount Everest without supplementary oxygen. Doctors and specialists had deemed it unachievable, yet they proved them wrong. Just 2 years later, in 1980, he one-upped himself, making Everest's first solo summit, again without oxygen, and doing it during the monsoon season. His drive didn't stop there. By 1986, he became the first person to climb all 14 8,000ers, all peaks over 8,000 meters, and every single one without supplementary oxygen. He also crossed Antarctica and Greenland without snowmobiles or dog sleds, and even traversed the Gobi Desert alone. These aren't just climbs. They are living proof that seemingly insurmountable obstacles can be overcome when you commit to a focused, self-reliant approach. What Messner understood, perhaps intuitively, was the profound psychological power of deliberate constraints. When you remove perceived safety nets, like supplementary oxygen or a large support team, you force yourself into a state of heightened awareness, resourcefulness, and absolute personal responsibility. There's no one to blame, nowhere to hide, and no easy way out. This cultivates an intense focus on core competencies, meticulous planning, physical conditioning, mental fortitude, and an intimate understanding of risk. It strips away distractions and forces an individual to confront their fears and limitations head on. The pressure isn't just external, it's internal, driving a deep well of resilience. This isn't about being reckless, but about a calculated embracing of discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Messner's father, described as strict and sometimes severe, led him to his first summit at 5, perhaps instilling this early discipline. This mindset isn't just about survival. It's about optimizing for peak performance under duress, turning what others see as limitations into the very crucible that forges unparalleled capability. It's a masterclass in developing unbreakable mental toughness. So how does this translate from the world's highest peaks to your daily grind? Think of Messner's Alpine style as a metaphor for lean methodologies, innovative problem solving, and focused leadership in business. Instead of defaulting to massive budgets, sprawling teams, or complex tech stacks, ask yourself, what's the absolute minimum I need to achieve this goal? This isn't about cutting corners. It's about identifying and eliminating non-essential elements that can actually slow you down or dilute your effort. Consider a startup launching a new product. Do they really need every bell and whistle? Or can they build a minimum viable product, move fast, and iterate? This mirrors Messner's approach to Gasherbrum in 1975, where he completed a new route in 3 days, an unheard-of speed at the time. In leadership, it means empowering small, agile teams, fostering individual accountability, and leading by example rather than relying on layers of bureaucracy. In personal development, it means focusing on core skills, mastering fundamentals, and embracing challenges that genuinely push your boundaries rather than seeking comfort and external validation. It's about achieving clarity of purpose by stripping away the noise. While Messner's achievements are awe-inspiring, his story also carries a stark reminder of the immense cost and complexity of operating at such extremes. His by fair means approach was not without profound personal sacrifice and intense criticism. The major turning point in his life was the 1970 Nanga Parbat expedition, where he and his younger brother Gunther reached the summit. Tragically, Gunther died 2 days later on the descent. Reinhold himself suffered severe frostbite, leading to the amputation of 7 toes. He was heavily criticized for persisting on that climb, with the less experienced Gunther, a burden he carried for decades. This highlights that while deliberate constraints can forge greatness, they also amplify risk. The line between courageous ambition and recklessness can be razor thin. Messner's path wasn't a blueprint for guaranteed success or happiness, but a testament to an individual's unyielding drive and belief in his own philosophy. It underscores that truly exceptional achievements often come with deep personal and ethical dilemmas, forcing us to confront the full spectrum of human experience, from triumph to tragedy. His journey reminds us that the pursuit of greatness, especially by fair means, is a double-edged sword. So, what can you, sitting here right now, take from Reinhold Messner's incredible journey? The actionable lesson is to consciously embrace your own version of fair means. Identify an area in your life, a project, a goal, a habit you want to build, where you typically rely on external crutches or excessive resources. Then, challenge yourself to remove one or two of those perceived advantages. It might be saying no to a common tool, limiting your budget, or committing to learn a skill yourself rather than outsourcing it. For example, if you're working on a presentation, instead of relying on a dozen different software tools, try focusing on just compelling storytelling and clear visuals. If you're building a new skill, commit to consistent, focused practice without relying on expensive shortcuts. Messner went on to publish over 80 books, serve in the European Parliament, and found the Messner Mountain Museum, proving that the mindset cultivated on the peaks can fuel a lifetime of impactful work. By deliberately constraining yourself, you force innovation, build resilience, and uncover capabilities you never knew you possessed. Start small, but start now. What crutch will you remove to truly test your own strength? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit that subscribe button. New discoveries every Tuesday and Friday. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.